All right, joining us now on Radio Exposed is Chicago-based rock band Good Luck Jane. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
So who's on the line with us? I see only
right
one.
Now, you're talking to Andrew right now.
All right, the lead guitar.
Yeah, I'm the guitar player and kind of the keyboard player.
Kind of the keyboard player.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You kind of keep like a hand out, or are you playing it with your feet?
Oh no, it's more of like I was able to play keyboard when I was like growing up, so I kind of just like added that skill to the band for when we need some keyboard. But
okay.
I don't know, I don't really consider myself that good of a keyboard player.
All right. Do you know if any of the other guys are going to be joining? I can start the interview now if you're going to be the only one.
I guess I'm the spokesman for tonight.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. So, where did the name Good Luck Jane come from? Like, what was the deal behind that?
Well, at first we had a name called the 22, and we kind of based that off a street that kind of connected the members of the band, as well as a bus route at our school. But then we were about to record our first EP ever, and we started thinking like maybe we wanted to reconsider how much we actually liked our name, because once you record an EP and start pushing your music, you can't really turn back. So we decided to start thinking of new names, and one day me, Jake, the drummer, and then Joey, the singer, were in my basement, and we just kind of realized like we needed a new name, and we started just brainstorming. And I remember Jake said something like Good Luck Monday or Good Luck Tuesday, and I was like, well, there's already a band called Hey Monday. I don't know if you know of them, but they're pretty big, and we didn't really want to be like thought of as another band like when someone mentions our name. So, but I told him I liked the idea of like Good Luck Something. And then, incidentally, he was holding a book with the author. One of the names of the author was like Jane something. And he kind of just said as a joke, like, what about Good Luck Jane or something? And like, we all kind of sat there and just thought like, that kind of like has like a good ring to it. But we obviously had no meaning at that point. So we tried inventing our own meanings, I guess. And at this point, though, we all have our own pretty deep meanings behind it. And, like, we have a song actually coming out as our single from this upcoming EP called Jane. And it's a song that our drummer actually wrote. And I guess you'd say it's about his girlfriend or his Jane or whatever. And it's kind of from his perspective. And but at the same time, like, when I write songs, I definitely have my own Jane. I'm not writing about Jake's girlfriend. So, I mean, yeah, we all have – it's like good luck can be taken as, like, a sarcastic good luck at times. It can be taken as, like, an actual good luck, sincere one. But it's definitely got a broad, unique meaning behind it. So, and we get asked that at every single show that we play, like, where'd you come up with that name? And we all kind of just don't know what to say because it's a hard explanation to give. But that's just the straight-up truth of how it was made and where the meanings come from at this point.
All right. Yeah, well, one thing, me and the co-host, he couldn't make it for today's show, so you're only stuck with me. But we'll be listening to something, and some phrase comes up like, whoa, that's a good name for a punk band. Like, I was waiting for, like, some story like that, like yeah, we all got, we were drinking, Heinekens, and then someone said, we laughed for 10 minutes.
Well,
like, that's a name for a band.
Yeah, actually, what's interesting is we're playing a show at the Rave on, I think, April 22nd. One of the bands we're opening for is called Yellow Card, and a long time ago I looked up how they came up with that name, and that literally is something I think at their school they would say during drinking games, like, as like the name of the game was called Yellow Card, and like you just shout it out and like you'd have to drink. Something along those lines, so I thought that was kind of a funny way to come up with the name.
All right. Rock can get down to like really specific genres where like people are coming up with like like we're a emo punk goth rap band. What would you consider Good Luck Jane is?
Well, in the past I would easily just say pop rock, but we've all been kind of getting a lot of new influences. I know Joey of late is really into Mumford & Sons. I'm really into like Orianthi, John Mayer. I've always been into John Mayer. Jake's into John Mayer too, and a bunch of like softer music. So we all have like our own influences, but up until now, really, we're kind of just settling for like pop rock as like just it's really simple and there's not much to it. But I think after going to see a John Mayer concert this summer, we're all kind of pushing into a more mature genre. So we're still definitely poppy in the sense that we want to like write catchy music that people want to hear like over and over. Just because, I mean, that's like a really good way to get someone to like your song if it's catchy and they like the melodies and all that. But beyond that, we're starting to actually try to write like the music behind the melodies and keep that a lot more interesting than just a simple 4-chord progression that goes over and over throughout the whole song. So, no, that didn't answer your question. But for like genre, I would say like rock, pop with a little bit of blues and even R&B. I know Joey kind of has that like that voice, and his melody style is, I think, kind of R&B too.
All right. Well, you did answer the next question, so that's good. You did kill 2 birds with 1 stone there.
Nice.
All right. You guys have been around for a couple of years. Of all the venues you guys have played at, what's been your favorite?
I know Canopy Club at our school is a pretty sweet venue. It's I know when me and Jake came to school, it was kind of our goal by senior year to play there. And we were lucky enough to get asked to play for a bunch of big names on the big stage. We played with Mike Posner and Lucky Boys Confusion, and that's always a sweet place to play. But our last show at Iowa's IMU, I think it's the Iowa Memorial Union, it was for a dance marathon, and they had just like 2,000 people there on like a huge stage. So as of now, I'd say that's by far my favorite venue that we've played at. And we're actually playing there again with B.O.B. I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not, but so we're playing there again. Yeah. Let's scratch that from the record, though.
Yeah, Canopy Club, that is an awesome place. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
All right. You're doing a show at the Rave in Milwaukee with All Time Low, Yellow Card, I believe a couple of the other bands. I forget what those
Hey
were.
Monday, and then Hey Monday, and this is other band. I actually really like this other band. I can't think of them. Oh, Yellow Card.
The Somerset, is that it?
Somerset, yeah. They're awesome.
So, what are you expecting out of that show? Is that going to be like the biggest show you've done so far?
I have no idea what to expect. I know last year we were supposed to play the Rave, but we passed it up, and everyone was telling us that was such a dumb thing. So I'm really excited to see what kind of show this is going to be. Like, I don't know if we're like going to be able to talk to other bands and like get some advice from them, because I know that's a great way to learn is just by watching other bands that have been doing it more than we have. So I don't know. It's definitely going to be an awesome show playing up in the Rave, and I don't know. I can't really say what I expect though, because I've never done it before.
Are there any other bands out there that you would really like to work with?
Are you talking about for the bands that we're opening for?
No, just any bands out there where you're like, you know what, I would love to play with these guys.
I mean, truthfully, all those bands that we're opening for would be sweet bands to play shows with. There's a band that we did just play shows with last year who got signed to Island called South Jordan. I would love to play shows with them. A band in Ohio called This Love, we formed a really good connection with. Just by playing one show, we all kind of became friends. And I guess my dream band to play for would be John Mayer's band.
Okay. All right. Have you been contacted yet about radio play, or is that something that you're still working on with? Later we are going to play Jane after the interview, by the way.
Well, we've had our stuff played on a few radios. We had Fearless Radio in Chicago play some of our stuff. We did, what else? Some of the Ohio radio station. I think our manager, Mike, has gotten a bunch of other colleges to play our stuff. But up till now, like, we haven't really pushed the radio as much because we haven't really thought that what we were releasing or any of our songs were really worthy of being on the radio. But with our new EP coming out, we're definitely a lot more confident, and we want to start promoting it and looking into ways to get it spreading out on the radio a lot more, just because that's a great way to reach new fans. So, yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking into that at this point.
Now, speaking of radio stations, you guys played the Kiss FM in Chicago, 103.5. You played the Coke Lounge.
Yeah.
With a Special K hosted that.
Yeah.
How fun was that?
That was sweet. Like, I've seen YouTube videos of, like, Justin Bieber doing that, and, like, I'm not looking up to him in any way, but we both know he's huge, and to be able to sit in the same room and play a song in the same room that someone like that played is kind of sweet.
Yeah, not
Special K was awesome, too, by the way. It's funny.
The Bieber day was kind of crazy up there. I've worked at Kiss FM now for 7 years, and I have not been in that room yet. I've been in the Sprite room, the green room and back, but I have never been in the actual room. Have you ever played a room that red?
Not even close. No.
Yeah, for those of you not knowing the Coke Lounge at Kiss FM, it is literally a Coke Lounge. It's like a big Coke can that you're playing in.
Yeah, it's really cool though. I felt really cool being in there.
All right, we both me and Louie, the host of Radio Exposed, we are huge fans of covers. What kind of covers do you guys have? Is that something you've looked into, or maybe releasing a side project for the hell of it?
I mean, we don't ever really want to be considered a cover band, but we definitely use covers as a way to promote our own name. Like, we recorded our version of Replay by Ayaz, and that's something that's been on YouTube for probably around a year now, and it's probably one of our most popular videos. And I don't think we played a show to date that we haven't played that, like a full band set. It's definitely one of the fan favorites. We also dropped In My Head by Jason Derulo. And then one of our more recent additions is Forget You by CeeLo Green, and then also Higher. I think that's by Jason Derulo too, but I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, the covers are just a way. What's up?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just going to say that the covers are like a great way for people that don't know us not to fall asleep at a show. Because I know that even if I'm really impressed by a band that I'm watching and I want to research them later, if I hear a set 45 minutes long of just songs I don't know, it's going to be really hard for me to be interested the whole time. So it's just a way to kind of keep the fans enthusiastic throughout the whole show.
Are there any recent songs out there that you've heard where I want to do that song, and you bring it up to the guys yeah, let's work on this. Let's go in the garage and let's start jamming to this. Any songs out there right now?
Let's see. There definitely are. It's just tough to get around to it because we're all students in college. So when we do practice, it's usually because we have shows coming up. And right now, we're booking acoustic shows at our college, just going around at different houses and playing for people. And so we kind of want to keep that set fresh and tight. But when we do get a free moment, we do definitely love to jam on new songs. Like I said, Joey's been learning Mumford & Sons on guitar, kind of singing along to those. But for me, it's definitely different because I'm getting more into the classic rock era, and it's you can't really just say, hey, let's learn this Pink Floyd song in a day and jam on it, because it takes me a while to just kind of figure out my parts, and then I'd have to bring it to everyone else, and I don't know, it's just not that easy to do. But yeah, definitely when we were building our set, though, we did that a lot more. But now we kind of have a predetermined set list for most of our shows.
All right, right now, let's say you had to go take a walk, you put the earphones on. What's playing in the iPod right now?
Right now it's Pink Floyd, Money, or it's this Bass Nectar song called, it's like a remix of some other song called Lights. I don't know why, but I'm really into it. And Bass Nectar, it's like a trance techno guy, and I'm not really a dude that listens to techno that often, but when I'm walking to class lately, those are the two songs that are blasting. Or I'll throw on some AC/DC, Back in Black. I'm trying to learn the solo for that. So blasting a lot of AC/DC too, especially when I work out. Keeps me